Man, 2020 has been a really rough year so far, but at least there's been a lot of incredible mice coming out. This is the latest one I've got my hands on, and it's the MM720. This thing is an absolute beast, and it's just $50. So in this video, we're going to go over the specs, the performance, and why I think this is such a special mouse. All right, let's check it out. What's going on, guys? My name is Chad, and today we're taking a look at the Cooler Master MM720. So this is actually an updated version of the Hornet and Spawn mice from back in the day. The dimensions on this guy are 105 millimeters long, 76 wide, and 37 tall. This mouse is also super lightweight, coming in at just 49 grams, and it pretty much disappears in my hand. So this mouse is available in two different colors, black and white, and you can get it in a matte finish or a glossy finish, whichever you prefer. I've got the black matte here, and I think it looks really killer. Okay, so opening the box for the 720, you're going to find the mouse itself carefully packaged. You're also going to get some rubber grips here for the top and sides of the mouse, and these are actually really grippy and they feel great. You're also going to get a full set of PTFE feet here, and you're going to get a ring for the sensor, so they've got everything covered there. And of course, they're going to throw in an alcohol pad so you can clean everything off and make sure everything sticks really well. And I think this is a really good little bundle they're throwing in here for $50 with such a great mouse. You're definitely getting a lot of value here. Okay, so let's talk about the shape of this mouse because it's definitely unique and very different from everything else I've tried before. The mouse itself is designed for a claw grip, and Cooler Master states that themselves, but you can fingertip grip this mouse. It's just a little bit different, and it takes a little bit of time to get used to. Basically, the reason it's so different is because when you fingertip grip a mouse traditionally, you're gonna have your ring finger and your pinky locked on the right side of a mouse. But this mouse has a slot for your ring finger and then one for your pinky also, so it's putting a small little gap in between those two fingers, and then you're controlling the mouse with your pinky, so it is a very different feeling, different sensation, and it could definitely take some time to get used to, but this mouse is very, very comfortable. And honestly, it's so comfortable, it makes me just want to stick it out even though my aim is a little bit worse. I just want to keep using it and get used to it because it is a really, really comfortable mouse. And I love the shape of this thing. I don't know how well you'd be able to palm grip this mouse. You probably couldn't very well unless you have relatively small hands. And so really, claw grip is definitely, if you're a claw gripper, you cannot go wrong with this mouse. This is like a god tier claw gripping mouse. It is phenomenal for that. If you're a fingertip grip user, you can use it still. You're just gonna have to like spend some time getting used to it, but it's probably gonna be worth it because this thing is amazing. I mean, seriously, this is like one of the most comfortable mice I have ever used. I'm kind of a mouse junkie, and this thing is phenomenal in the hand. It really is great. Okay, so moving on to the buttons. 1 and 2 on this guy are really crispy and tactile. Definitely even better than the Viper Mini I have and the Viper Ultimates I've tried. They do have a little bit of post-travel, but it's nothing bad, and I don't notice it in game at all. They definitely are the best optical switches I've tried so far as feel goes. However, I don't think they're quite as fast as Razer's switches. I don't know if there needs to be a firmware update or something like that, but in my testing, they were always a little bit slower than Razer's switches. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but maybe they'll get a firmware update out for that. Onto the side buttons here, they feel really great. They have a nice round shape to them on the front and back, so you know which one is which, and they feel pretty crispy and even on both sides to press. They feel very nice. The scroll wheel is also really good. It has a pretty tactile scroll to it. It feels really great to press, and the only thing about the scroll wheel I don't like is the color's kind of funky looking on it. It's not very even, but other than that, it feels very good to use. And yeah, so no problems with the buttons overall. They're all pretty good. With all the lightweight mice that have been coming out in recent years, I feel like the vast majority are plagued by some type of quality control issue, specifically button wobble, and I just want to say this copy has literally almost no button wobble at all. I only have a tiny bit on the right side button, and it's very minimal. The left side is literally perfect. I haven't seen anything that good since all these lightweight mice started coming out, so I'm very impressed by Cooler Master as far as that is concerned. Okay, so on the bottom of the mouse there is a DPI button here, but unfortunately there is no DPI indicator, but they do have it set up to where when you change the DPI, the scroll wheel will change colors, so you can see that it's changed profiles. And of course you can also go into the Master Plus software and check your DPI there. Alright, so the feet here are massively huge PTFE feet, and it's kind of funny because the bottom one's not quite as big as the top, it's almost like half the size. But they definitely glide really well, much better than most of my mice. Like this thing, it just flies across the mouse pad. And part of that's because the cord is so great and the feet are just so smooth and really high quality, except for my only gripe is they're a little bit thin and they're a little bit sharp on the edges. I would have liked to see them rounded down just a little bit more. But other than that, they did a really great job with the feet. So the cable on the 720 is definitely the best stock cable I've ever used. I would say it's just as good as a paracord, and you know, my last video I was talking about how great the Viper Mini cable is. This thing crushes that cable, it's not even close. This is like easily the best stock cable out right now in my opinion. It is truly amazing. Okay, so one of the other things that makes this mouse incredible value is it has a 3389 sensor. This goes all the way up to 16,000 DPI in increments of 100, and if you haven't heard about this sensor yet, then I guess you're living under a rock, but it's pretty much perfect. It's a flawless sensor and it's top of the line. There's absolutely nothing to worry about here. It's incredible. I really love the coating on this mouse also. It's kind of got that smooth matte finish, and it's really kind of different from a lot of other mice I've tried. At first I thought it was going to be really slippery, but I actually find that I have excellent grip on this, and I didn't even need to use the grip tape that's included in the box. It just does a really great job by itself, and it looks and feels fantastic, so it's a win-win all the way around as far as coating is concerned for me. I think a lot of people have been really concerned about moving to a mouse with holes in it. You know, maybe they like the weight reduction, but they're too scared of, you know, getting dust or sweat or a spill inside the internals of the mouse. Well, luckily for you, you don't have to worry anymore. Cooler Master has put an IP58 rating on this mouse on the PCB, which means it is dust and water resistant. So you're really not very likely to break this mouse from an accidental spill or just regular use. So there's really no concern with using a mouse with holes anymore, in my opinion. So really you're getting unparalleled value here. You're getting this crazy great sensor, waterproofing, insane cable, pretty good feet, amazing shape, coating, all these things like the extra feet, the extra grips. It's all just a really great value for $50. And I would highly recommend trying this mouse out, especially if you're a claw grip user. So anyways guys, my name is Chad and I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a lot of fun to make and I really enjoyed my time with this mouse. Give me a like if you liked it and consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.